Hello. So, what we've got is just simply the hero structure. New release as of today, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I'm pretty terrible with this shit. So in any case, we'll just be doing an opening and looking over what's been reprinted and what's actually come through on this. So regardless, let's just crack an open. So you got your standard mat. Now this isn't the special edition one, which can of course come with it, as well as deck dividers and whatnot, but I don't really see the point, as we make mats. Yeah. In any case, your rulebook for Scrubs, all the special plays you will ever want to make, because it's a good deck. And the actual cards itself. Headlining is the Contact Hero Chaos. So in any case, I am being defeated by this. Alright. So there's actually some pretty good reprints through this. So you've got your general Contact Hero, yeah, Koga, another Masked Hero, Divine Wind, which, come on man, Stratos. Alright, and of course the main function of this deck, and sadly the reason why I got it, Dark Law. Now, Dark Law is basically going to define this format outside of actual neck rolls and whatnot, but then you've got the additions of the new heroes, aka Shadow Mist, an Ocean reprint, Woodsman reprint, Baltic, Heat, Avion, because Stratos, Neos, then you've got the Neos Alias, which, out of any of these, I'll actually pull them aside as we're doing it. You would more than likely be playing the Shadow Mist, the Neos Alias, Blade Edge, no thanks, Necro Shade, Wild Heart, Bubble Man, probably best card. I don't know, I really like Bubble Man. And Grand Mole, personal favorite, looks weird and common. Honest, I don't know. Like, how many light cards even come in this deck? You got 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. 4. Winged Karibo. Otherwise, Summoner Monk, and of course, and, oh, this bad boy. There was not a lot of hype, I'm bullshitting. There was slight hype about playing this in shuttles. I'm not really quite sure why it got the reprint. Like, I understand it goes with the actual hero theme to change the attribute to be really anything at once, but it's a waste of a normal summon. I wouldn't of course play it. And then the other big card, Must Change 2, which is now going to be splashed in basically every deck ever. Basically, for people who don't know, you can discard one card to target one face-up card on the field. Basically, you summon a Masked Hero card with that attribute, say, Dark. So basically, as long as you've got a lower level Dark monster than good old Dark Law here, you can special summon him, and at the cost of discarding a card. So that's not, like, that's really good. Form Change. And then you got new Mask Change. Oh, sorry, Mask Charge. Mask Change. Then you've got your Polymerization, Miracle Fusion. Once again, you'd play the hell out of this. Same with the Mask Change for that fact. Parallel World Fusion. A Hero Lives, an amazing card. Hero Mask. H Heated Heart. Emergency Call, once again. It's basically your Rhoda for the whole deck, more or less. Outside of that, I would probably play 2 and 3 Rhoda for that fact, just because this does only get the heroes where the Rhoda can search out the Goblin Bergs and whatnot. It depends on your build, of course. Alright, so you've got your Righteous Justice, or Oversoul, and your Rhoda, which, well, as I went over with Equal, like, basically searches out more or less the whole deck. The Warrior Returning Alive, not bad, not good. And a pot reprint, which we haven't seen since, other than the Astral Pack, that we haven't seen since the Fire King structure deck. So that's nice to have another common floating around. I mean, because they're just really versatile. So in any case, Hero Signal, Hero Blast, Call of the Haunted because we needed more, Bottomless Trap Hole, once again a nice little reprint, hopefully just keeps the price down, lets all the new have something at their disposal. Compulse, Battleguard Howling. Now this is a special reprint because we didn't need it at all. Yeah, I'm moving along. And then what is this? Yeah, Great Tornado. It looks weird just as a common, but I don't know, a bit of a waste. In any case, I'm gonna be quickly building a deck based on the hero structure, so I'll be using only 3 of whatever comes in this. Of course, there are some staples that you'd want to include, say the Goblinberg, the Mystical Space and whatnot, but yeah, I'll go over that later. Alright, so basically we've gone through what's actually been reprinted and come out in the pack itself, and now using the the actual structure deck, I've gone ahead and made a deck using the 3 of them, and basically, like, this is by no means is this the optimal hero deck or anything. This is just what you can make using purely these 3. For some reason you have no staples whatsoever, anything like that. Okay, so this is what you do. So basically, main monster of the deck, you've got your Shadow Mist, which basically fuels any of your mask changes and whatnot. An absolutely beautiful card for that. Whenever sent to graveyard, it does have a trigger effect that you can search any, I think it's level 4 hero monster and add it to your hand from your deck, which this deck just does amazing amounts of searching. It's crazy. Alright, so other than that, you've got your MVP of the deck, or what I think anyway. You've got your Bubble Man, and so basically, if you don't know Bubble Man, if he is the only card in your hand, you can special summon it. If at the time of, even if you normal summon it, basically, if you have no cards on the field or in your hand at the time that he is summoned, you can draw 2 cards. So he is quite versatile, but really what you would use him for is rank 4s and just that general special summon effect, which of course in this we didn't really get any rank 4s. So otherwise, you do have your Beta, which is your Neos Alias. Like, once again, 1900 Beta, it's always good, especially if you're playing structures, like, that's fine. And he does give you access to Koga with Mask Change, which again, it's another option, and it's nice. Otherwise, you have one of your main special summon methods to actually get out your Shadow Mist, which is your Summoner Monk. And considering this build, you play 11 monsters. I know it seems minuscule, but there's so much searching that comes later. Otherwise, you've got your 20 spells, so you've got plenty of outlets for actual Summoner Monk. I mean, first turn, Summoner Monk, discard, add a mask, special summon, Shadow Mist, add your Mask Change. Then you've got Dark Law first turn. It's generally really consistent in that sense. I wish there was a way to search him, however, generally you would play alternative cards, say, a la Goblinberg and whatnot, but unfortunately, because this is just general structure, no Goblinbergs. Alright, so otherwise, you've got your 3 Mask Change, which is a beautiful card. Basically, by sending 1 hero monster on the field, you can special summon a mask hero with the same attribute. And generally, as I said, it's searched by Shadow Mist. It is the card of the deck. Whether you're playing the 3 of that, or as I do, the 2 Mask Change second, like, it's just not as good. It is a better card generally, but in Heroes, the Mask Change just does it quite as well. Both of them can act as a pseudo lance in a way, say something in the way of they basically, I don't know, say Bottomless Trap Hole one of your monsters or anything of the sort. You can just Mask Change and avoid that, and basically bring out your boss monsters from it, as the target is no longer valid, it's no longer on the field. Alright, other than that, you've got a Hero Lives. Basically, by sacking half your life points, you can special summon 1 elemental hero from your deck. Generally, you would go for the Shadow Mist, as it's Shadow Mist, which does get you your Dark Law or anything as well. Look, I'm not gonna lie, Dark Law is the best card in this deck, or boss monster in this deck, but otherwise, you do have your Miracle Fusions with no real target, unfortunately, other than Chaos, which you get out using 2 Masked Hero monsters. So once you have burnt through them quite a bit because of Mask Change, you do have that alternative options. 2 purely because 3 is way too cloggy, and without the actual fusions there's no point. 3 Rotor, 2 Equal, do the exact same thing in the deck. I just prefer the 3 Rotor because I'm used to playing with Goblinbergs and whatnot. Although if you were on some massive nostalgia trip, Equal does the same thing, so you can just play triple Equal. Other than that, Pot of Duality hurts because of the amount of special summoning you can and will be doing in this deck. But look, consistency never hurts, and that can very well add that. Now, as most of the time, your boys will be spending a lot of time in the grave, you've basically got double mask charge here to basically add those back, as well as your mask cards themselves. But other than that, there will be a lot of time spent in grave, which is why on top of those we are playing Triple Call. Once again, another special summon outlet for your Dark Law. I don't know how we're going through so many Dark Laws. But yeah. Then you've got your 2 Battle Guard Howling, which simply acts as a magic cylinder and a compulse at the same time, and is an absolute pain in the ass. A really good card in any deck that can support it. Basically, as long as you've got a hero, your opponent attacks you or targets you with an effect of a monster, you can chain this, and it will do attack equal to that monster's original attack, as well as returning it to the hand. Now you've got 2 hero signals. Basically, if a monster is destroyed by battle, you can special summon a level 4 hero from your deck. That does include your Shadow Mists, or if you're wanting to go with Neo Speed Down, whatever. Then of course you do have your Bottomless Trap Hole and your compulsory evac. Of course, Stapes. But other than that, in your extra deck there is only 3 cards you'll really use. You've got your Dark Law, which, as I said, it's basically the reason for the deck. Other than that, you've got your Kurga, which you can go into using Mask Change and your Neos Alis, and then your potential, what is it called? The Miracle Fusion target is your Chaos. Now you do have your Wind and your Tornado. Unfortunately, neither of these are playable at all. You will be focusing purely on, these 3. So if you don't know Dark Law, basically it is a Macrocosmos for your opponent's side of the field, and given the versatility and the ease of actually getting it up, it's fantastic. If your opponent does search at all, I believe it's search. Yeah, if your opponent adds a card from your deck to your hand except by drawing them, except in damage step, you can, once per turn, banish a card in their hand. So you have very well, it's really good. I really like this against, I was going to say against Scum, but even if they have it on field, they've got no reason to play Scum. They can't do that. It's just generally a really good card. Once again, the reason for this deck, and the reason that it's going to shake the meta as it will. But otherwise, as I said, this isn't the most optimal hero build. You will want to grab your fusion monsters, your acid. That's Master Hero Acid, boys and girls. Other than that, you'll want your Goblinbergs, your MSTs, your Vanities, whatever staples you want to play, of course. Make the deck your own. Never bother taking other people's decks if it doesn't suit you. Just play as you will. That includes this. This is trash compared, but just play how you want to and suit the deck to your skills and your behaviors and how you want to play the game. But that's basically what this deck has to offer. I would suggest giving it a shot. I recently picked up Heroes and I absolutely freaking love them. They're a lot of fun. Coming from a Tellarknight player, they've kind of got the same mechanics, but I don't know, I really like it, as well as the must change aspect and everything. It's really fun. It's just generally a really fun deck, and you should give it a shot.